I go again is in the key of G, and the solo takes place over the verse progression. So you got the chuggy guitar and the walk down. Right. And I believe Adrian Vandenberg played the solo on this, but I think John Sykes played all the other guitar tracks on the album. So, in the key of G major, we start with this phrase. Sliding in. So, full step bend. And that phrase comes from this scale pattern. So you can kind of visualize where you are. The next phrase can be played in a couple different spots. I play it here. And that's coming from this scale position. So here's our G, but I'm going to start on the E. So just right here, right out of the scale. So we're sliding in. I do that with my first finger. Vibrato after the slide, then slide back, pull off, vibrato. You could also play that phrase here. So that's sliding in, same thing. And that comes from this scale position. So here's our G. And we're right in the scale. So this next lick is a very cool lick. And it's basically just a D chord, a D arpeggio. And I play it here. So that's just right out of that D bar chord. And I'm just going up, get to the B string, bend up a full step. So heavy vibrato. So and then we come up here to this position of the major pentatonic or the major scale. Our G is here, and we're going vibrato and then bend again, let it come down. So, and then we're into the big, long, scary picking lick at the end. So that last lick is an alternate picking G major scale lick that uses 3-note per string scales and a bunch of positions of the G major scale. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you the positions, and then I'm going to break the lick down. But for the most part, we're playing 6 notes on a string. We're doing 2 positions and then moving on. So I'll show you the positions first. And here's our G. The first position we would use is this one. The second position we're going to use, there's our G, is this position. Our third position that we're going to use, and here's our G, is this position. We've seen this one before in the solo. And then finally, here's our G. We're going to use this position. But we're never playing the whole position, so we don't have to know all those positions. I just want you to know where the licks are coming from. So, like I said, we're going to do 6 notes on a string. So we're going to do three notes of a pattern and then move up to the next for the most part on this lick. So we're going to start off with these 6 notes. And then all alternate picking. And then on the next string, we're going to do something very, very similar. So we have... Again. So far. Now, on the D string, we're going to go. So we're alternate picking down, up, down, up, down, up on every string. And we're playing 3 notes. And then we're moving up to the next position and playing 3 notes. And after the D string, that stops. So when you get to the G string, you're playing these 3 notes. And then we're getting ready to end the lick on the B string. We're going to go. And I finger this a little different, but you definitely could go. I finger it like this, I think. And then I hit the 19th fret on the high E string and heavily vibrato. So that sounds like a lot. Let's do it super duper slow. So here we go. Now, there is some rhythmic weirdness happening in this lick. So, when you slow it down, you will hear that it kind of, to me, it kind of sounds like he's trying to rush through it and get to the end. And so the first few notes are very, very fast. I mean, the whole thing's fast, but... And then when we get here, it kind of slows down a little bit. But I don't know if that's intentional or not. So like listen to it. I tried to play it in the play along where like the rhythmic values are as accurate as I could get them. But really you're just trying to cram all those notes in and land on. But if we're being super technical, we're going to play. And then when we get to the last 3 notes on the A string, we're going to slow down just a tiny bit. And then speed back up. And then slow down dramatically, going into our vibrato note. So, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.